No, we're orange. Oh, there we go.
Or orange.
Hey, everybody. Hi, hi, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
You
John and
guys.
Valerie.
Hello.
You guys driving somewhere?
Nope.
No, we just sat here because of the dogs. They get too crying.
That's awesome. So, we all love Van Womack, and so we'll all see him in North Carolina. Amazing, him and Robin, and they live in North Carolina in this most beautiful valley. But boy, oh boy, struggle with the with Wi-Fi. So we always
All that.
yeah, we're used to seeing him in a car somewhere.
Drive up to a supermarket that's like 8 to 10 miles away to get Wi-Fi.
I know.
But but when you start to do this in the car, it kind of feels quiet, more peaceful, So,
Yeah, it's true. Our dogs are laying here, and if something runs
Yeah.
by the pool, they're gonna go nuts. You'll hear
Yeah. We apologize for these two monsters. Hey, Mercedes, how are you, hon?
We'll give it another minute.
Yeah, we'll give it a minute.
how you like the heat down there?
A few more days and that's it. We're headed to North Carolina Saturday, so
Oh, it's brutal. What do you is that there?
It was 95 today.
Yeah.
It's like 96 or 97 here. Yeah.
So one of our sons and his fiance were out of town last weekend, so they asked if I could go over, and they have chickens. So it was so exciting. It was so stinking cool. So I was taking care of my grand chickens. Never thought I'd say that. And Eric was so funny because he was like, "And Mom, you could keep the eggs." I'm like, "Well, thank you,"
Right?
Anyways, it was so hot. I thought to myself, I even had to Google it, like, are these eggs going to be cooked and boiled? They were.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna have right?
It was
Already cooked.
Baked eggs.
baked eggs. It was wild, and they don't, apparently. I could not figure out that, and I definitely was very specific with saying,
Right.
in 100-degree heat. So it's been pretty brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let's
All right, it's 8:02, guys.
Pops on.
Yeah, and it is recording. So Valerie, I'll make sure that you get this recording so that you can send it out as well to everybody. And so guys, welcome. Talking to Valerie this week, we just were kind of like, how can we help you guys? And we just had an idea, a couple things that we wanted to go over. So we're so excited that all of you are here. We're so thankful for Valerie and John and the leadership that they have done for you guys. And it's pretty amazing everything that they have accomplished. So proud of you guys and can't wait to see you in North Carolina. So with that being said, do you want to go ahead and start, honey?
Yeah, Valerie, why don't you say a couple, Valerie, just say a couple words, what's happening in life with you guys, and then we'll go into some of the stuff that you wanted us to talk about.
Yeah, I pretty much wanted to focus on June 1st. I want to join go for gold with the team. So I want anyone who hasn't gone gold yet to get to gold, and people have gone gold, get your team to gold. So yeah, it's a big push to get to gold, and because we'll have 30 days just starting June 1st. And then also wanted to focus on like a recap of the regional, and then the importance of going to the North Carolina regional and review there. So we're so excited.
What about, how do you like the new lift?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Right.
This right here.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm still going from this morning.
This is about my fourth one today, so
And
it's just so refreshing. I can't stop drinking it, and it's taking me away from soda, which is good too.
Yeah.
Which is
Definitely
really good. So.
And it was interesting too, just talking to some people, of course, with the testimonials, but that it's definitely helped them with their mood, not just their energy. It's been balancing them out. And so many people are excited about that product. And that's one of the things, guys, gosh, that's for us a no-brainer. The products are absolutely incredible what Tracy has formulated for us here at LifeWise. And so with that, that vision of getting each and every one of us healthy, and more incredible products to come, and you'll hear more about that in North Carolina. Go ahead, hon.
All right,
Yeah.
so we'll start with the recap of Missouri. So as you know, Utah was the first regional, and that was a tremendous success. Then we moved on about 3.5 weeks later to Missouri, and Missouri took it to another level. I mean, Kansas City was off the charts. The potluck the night before was phenomenal, and then they just packed the house. And everybody that we have spoken to since then from Kansas City has either ranked up in some form or fashion, whether it's executive into the bronze and silver pools. And of course, we had a bunch go gold and a few go platinum. And it just shows the importance of what these regionals do to your business and making people realize it's a real business. It's not, some part-time dip your toe in venture. It's a real incredible opportunity that sometimes will never cross your plate in your lifetime. Most of us have been in a few of these. Maybe we haven't found the right one yet. We had success in a company that, paid us a 7-figure income. And that's what drew us to the industry, is that we could do something like that without having to spend $5 million to open up my car dealership, way back when. So it's nice to have an overhead of a few bucks, not $5 million. But the things that happened in Missouri were, I will tell you this, people not only got inspired by Rob and Tracy and all of us speaking, they got inspired by each other.
Yeah.
They locked arms with each other. People were exchanging phone numbers, and you're in this area and I'm in this area. And that's what puts this culture together and separates us from everybody. And then they learned about how to simplify, going up the ranks, and how simplified it was with no points and no breakage and all that stuff. So all that was great. And then we sold so much swag. It was insane because people want to be branded. And that's part of the thing, is people want to know what LifeWise is. Exactly. Your hat. We went over to Punta Gorda Saturday to pick up Sylvia's new vehicle. And I had a LifeWise hat on, and we went through the whole thing, and the guy's going through the whole process of showing Sylvia everything on the vehicle. And I just said to him, because he was a healthy young guy, and I just happened to say, do you drink energy drinks? And he goes, yeah, unfortunately I do. I got to get rid of that. And I said, well, here's 3 samples. I said, tell me what you think of my drink. And he said, what's the name of your company? And I tilted my head. I said, LifeWise. And see, I was branded so I could do that. And I gave him the samples, and I'm getting dry mouth already. And he was excited because there was something that he could drink that was healthy. And he was a healthy guy. He was built pretty good, wasn't he? So these are things that, when you go to these regionals, you learn these things, but when you're branded, it's a whole different animal. I mean, if you saw Anita Jo Harder, she's been to Utah, she's been to KC, and she's also coming. You guys will see her in North Carolina. She is branded from head to toe with buttons of every product, buttons of the cruise ship. And she hands them out to people because everybody asks, what are all these buttons all over you?
Yeah. Amber,
it's insane.
Amber and her husband, John, were there as well. Do you remember her buttons? And Amber, are you on mic or not? Can you come off?
I am now.
Awesome. Here's somebody, both of you that went. What did you think? How was it for you getting to Kansas City, Amber and John?
It really was amazing. I've been involved in multiple different businesses. This is the first time I've actually physically gone to something. And it's because of my love for LifeWise and how much I believe in it. But just being able to be there and meet everybody and hug everybody, and I got an extra hug from Chris Clem because of LEAD, how much it's done in my life. So, but speaking of the buttons, we each actually got one of the energy drink buttons.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she was passing them out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she's amazing.
but
And I think she went platinum or sapphire I know it's at least platinum. and she'll be on the cruise, but she's a walking, literally billboard, and people ask her, oh, what's that button? What's that one? And you know, listen, I'm not saying I'm going to walk around with 20 pins on my chest, but she figured it out that it works for her.
But he's
But-
got his
But I do have
likewise.
my LifeWise
Yeah.
golf shirts on all the time, for a reason. I want
John's been wearing his.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want people to ask. I
Yeah.
want them to ask what it is. So, and then it's easy when you're in line at Publix or whatever your store is, and somebody's complaining about something, aches and pains, and I say, I can help you. I can get you a sample. What's your company? And I happen to be wearing the LifeWise shirt again to show them that, you know, I advertise for my company. I don't advertise for Nike, and I don't advertise for Oakley and all that other stuff. So, not that I don't have Nike shirts, but the bottom line is I want to advertise for myself, and we are our own business. So
So from our end, to go and seeing everybody at the regional was absolutely incredible, and being able to hug on you guys, and I just think everybody caught the vision of what we created, you know, what Rob and Greg had been dreaming about and talking about in our backyard all those years ago of if we were going to do this, what would this look like? And so you caught that, you caught who we were, you caught our vision, and that's what we want to do, to be able to just lock eyes with you guys and encourage each and every one of you. So that being said, you know what, we want to get you to gold. So how do you get to gold? Now, everybody knows, in order to be gold, you need to earn in 1 week the $500, right?
Yeah.
So how do we make that happen? How do we
But
get you
let-
the one time? But
but
go ahead.
let's talk about this, because what dollars get you to gold,
Yeah.
not certain bonuses can't get you to gold.
You
Okay.
gotta write this down,
So
guys.
this is stuff that we get asked every single day, because when people get to $300 in their back office of $400, that does not all count towards the $500 for gold cruise. Because remember, all your volume counts, all your first order bonuses, those $35 count, all the packs, whether you make 250 on a Pro Builder kit or you make 150 on the smaller kit, those count. Okay, but what does not count is the Top Gun pool. Okay, because that's an added pool. That's not an everyday pool that, you know, everybody can earn. That's 5 top people. The bronze and silver and gold pools, those do not count, because those are called more for more pools. Those are separate from the everyday pay plan. Those are for people that want to participate in making more money. So if you had $550 and you're looking in your back office, that's your pay going into Saturday. Remember, we're going to close out on Saturday nights now. So the new pay week's going to start on Sundays. You're sitting there at 550 and you think you're gold, but you look at your back office and it says you're silver. It's because the computer will back out your bronze pool money and your silver money in the computer, but you don't see that. So you have to back that out. So if you're at 550, and I'm going to use easy numbers because we want to make it simple, the bronze pool's $50 and the silver pool's $50. You're at 450 commissionable towards the gold cruise. Okay. And the gold rank, obviously, because those do not count for rank advancements. Everything else does count. Okay. So if you sell a sampler pack, somebody gets on YShip a sampler pack, you get $60 bonus. That counts because that's a commissionable product that you put somebody in the business. You got $50 bonus plus 10 QV, which is awesome. So you get 60. And if they go on YShip, you get that 60 every single month. If they order a $99 product, let's say they order Lyft first time, additional 35 plus the 5 is 40. All that accumulates towards that 500. So we've got basically 1 more month left to qualify for this cruise. And a lot of the people are using this tool to get to the cruise real quick. Now, is it cheating? No. Is it easy? Yes. Because if you know a couple people that can afford to buy the $8.99 kit and are all in, they're getting almost $500 in free product on top. They're getting $1,400 in product, but your commission is $285, $250 plus the $35 bonus. if you did that twice in 1 week, you're over $500. You're going on the cruise. Okay.
So
Now,
you just need to find those people, you guys, that are going to be able to make that
those
investment.
are
and get-
business builders.
Mhm,
Those are
business builders.
entrepreneur business builders that want to come in immediately and say, you know what, if I'm going to sample this thing and I'm going to build this thing, and guess what? That counts the first 30 days. If the first 28 days, if they go bronze or silver and they put 4 people in on lead, they've got the bronze pool, because that's a qualification pack. Now, after 28 days, that does not count because they're going to not order one every 28 days, an $8.99 pack. So if you step down a notch and you put them in the $4.99, which we have sold an absolute insane amount of $4.99s and $8.99s in the last 3 weeks, that pays you $150 bonus. And if it's a first time order, $130, and it pays you $35 bonus for $165. Okay. Well, 165 times 3 gets you just shy of gold.
Mhm.
I think you can find one more person, or if somebody has ordered that week in your organization, will push you over gold. So those are the 2 immediate gratification ways to get to gold very quick. And if you're going to find 2 people to do it in that same week, you're there. If you got one this week and one's hesitant till the next week, it's not going to work in that scenario, obviously. And would like to be first time orders, so you get those bonuses. The other way is using the sampler pack. And then the last way is, there's a lot of people buying Lift. There's a lot of people buying the One. There's a lot of people buying Radiance. Those are our $99 products. You get paid $40 commission off every one. Plus, if they order more stuff, you get more. It doesn't take long for $40 bills to add up, and get you to gold. So it's a combination of all of those that can get you to gold the quickest and the fastest way to be on that ship in September with us. And you've got basically 30 days, because we said June 30th, but because we're moving the pay plan black one day, that Saturday, June 29th, we'll end it, because of, usually it would have been June 30th. It ended on a perfect day, but the 29th. So you've got all of June to really go out and find some entrepreneurs that are willing to do what you're doing. And you can teach them to duplicate that.
Mhm.
They're coming on the cruise with you. So let's look at an $8.99 pack. If you put 2 of those out in 1 week, you're getting back $285 and $285. That's what, $570. Okay. Plus, you're going to hit the gold pool. If you're a founder, you're going to hit both gold pools. So you're getting back well over, $600 plus. You might even reach platinum at that point and pick up another $200 health bonus. You could be potentially easily at $800 to $1,000 that week. If you teach that to your people right out of the gate, that $8.99 does not look like a lot if they can go get 2 people. Think about that. You spend $8.99, you get 800 back, and you get a cruise that's worth over $1,000. That's a
Mhm.
pretty good deal.
Yeah.
That's, if we were telling you you have $1,000 instead of 500, then you got to have a big investment involved. But you're getting a well over $1,000 cruise, plus most of your money back if you could duplicate that with your people in the month of June. So the cruise will not be this easy come July 1st. I can tell you that. It's not.
For the next one.
It doesn't make sense for us to keep on doing this. It's a loser for the company, but we have no problem losing money, a few bucks on these packs, knowing that we're pushing people up ranks and we're getting people excited. And the biggest thing is we're all going to be on that ship together
That's our heart.
to celebrate each other and be all together. And when we leave that ship, everybody on that ship's going to want to go out and build a massive business because they see the heart of everybody, just like each regional has done.
Mhm.
Okay. So I will tell you, we talked about what counts for rank. I think if you have any questions, you can ask on here. We talked about how to get there the quickest way.
Yeah.
I do want to emphasize North Carolina Regional real fast.
Can I stop you one
Yeah,
second?
go ahead. Absolutely.
Julie, do you have a question, hun? Or you're on mute,
I
Julie.
have to undo myself. Sorry.
There you
Getting ready to go donate.
Go
I'm
ahead.
getting ready to go donate platelets. So I'm like trying to do 2 things at once. Sampler pack, and I think you went over it, but how many sampler packs? Because Tracy leaned into me at regional. He's like, how many lifts you have to sell to get to the cruise, right? It was
Right.
14, any $99 pack, but the sampler's an even better deal. And a lot of people, if they're going to go gold, need to get on the sampler so that they make silver. And that's what I've been telling my people.
Yep.
Right. And they'll
Ask
make
my people, they're on here.
yeah, I mean, they'll make silver and they'll get the silver bonus, but remember that silver bonus doesn't count towards the cruise. But you're correct, $60. So it's basically eight people will be 480, 9 people will be, 540, whatever the number, the numbers are, so you get there. So any of those combinations, one person on an $8.99 pack, 5 people on samplers, couple people on $99 purchases, and you're there. I mean, you're there. So any of those combinations are going to get you on the Gold Cruise. And, it's a phenomenal opportunity to do this because this is the first cruise. It'll only ever be the first cruise for LifeWise. And we've made it attainable because of these packs. If we had these packs from day one, can you imagine how many people over a year ago that would have bought these packs would have taught this way? And just think about how much money would have been earned. We weren't ready for that yet back in the first 3, 4, 5 months of the company. We had to see how much product was going out. We had to see the numbers. As you can see, the pay has grown insanely in the last 60 days. People that have never made money are making thousands of dollars a week. So again, we can't make income claims. We can't tell people how much we're making unless you want to privately whisper in your wife or friend's ear that this is what your paycheck is. But we can, John, did you tell the truth, John?
No, we definitely, do not want to imply any, specific earnings or income because, as you guys know, the results vary significantly and they're based on so many different factors, a person's individual efforts, their business experience, their skills. And so we always want to go ahead and say that we do not want to make any income claims because it's going to look different for everybody.
Right, exactly. Some people are dipping their toe and some people are just 7 days a week nonstop. It's just the way it is. So we just definitely want to stay away from that. So let's go into.
But we gave you the tools tonight to work towards this goal of getting you guys on that gold cruise, and it's possible. So
yeah, it absolutely is. So North Carolina regional, this is probably the biggest regional of all three. The reservations for the restaurant are off the charts. We're calling the restaurant today, hoping that we can even add more people because we may end up taking over the whole restaurant. I don't know. It's getting that crazy.
it's going to be amazing, you guys.
We probably will end up being somewhere around standing room only, and we will obviously usher more chairs in because the registrations have gone up every single day because of, number one, a lot of new people coming in, and number two, people have watched the other two regionals and realized, I don't care if I got to come from Dallas or I got to come from Boston, I got to get to this last regional. We will introduce the 2 new products at the regional. Will we have them there? No, but we're trying to do I'm going to say a pre-order that will go out within a few days after the regional. We would try and, the packaging is out of our control. The product is in our control. Product's ready. Packaging is not. So that's kind of what the holdup is. It looks like we're going to be about 3 or 4 or 5 days late for packaging. So there will be some stuff there to be able to pre-order. So by the time you get home, it'll be start to shipping. The biggest thing about this regional is you're gonna meet some people that have jumped up the ranks. Everybody knows Tanya's was a black diamond in 2 weeks. It's incredible what she's done. She's been in the industry 38 years, guys. She did not do this her first or second month in the industry. She spent 38 years, cultivating and planting seeds for 38 years. So we want her to take 5 minutes and really explain to people what she does and how she does it. And it's awesome. We got another tremendous gentleman coming to the regional that hopefully will speak for a couple minutes that will talk about his part of the industry and what he's done in it. But he's been out of it retired for a few years. And when he saw this, he's a multiple 7-figure earner. and he could not want to come into this business when he saw what was going on. And that's what's happening. We're drawing some of the big talent that has walked away from the industry. And not that the big talent impresses me. I love them. But the person who puts in one person a month impresses me, because there's nobody greater or better than anybody in this industry. They're all treated the same. It's just that it's nice when you can hear from somebody that has been dragged through all the old junk in the industry and is refreshed by what LifeWise is bringing to the table.
That's one of the things, guys, too, when Greg does, when he flips the chart on Thursdays and he talks about the power of 4 and even says, you know, you can slow this down or you could make it go faster, you know, and it's always based on just one product. So this business plan that the guys have created, the executive team have created, is for everybody. We're just showing you that there's people in the industry that went, whoa, we see it. We see what the gentleman, you know, what everybody on the executive team has created, and it's doable. So it's doable for the massive builder, but it's also doable for the person, you know, that is just adding one at a time. It's an absolutely incredible opportunity for everybody.
Yeah. And we talk about, it's a 2 to 5 year plan. And if you can do it in 2 years, man, that's awesome. If you could do it in 6 months, that's awesome. But you know, if I can create generational wealth over 5 years, that's amazing, because there's just not much you can do today to create that in the corporate world. I mean, you're not going to get up to the president or the CEO in 5 years at any company, you know, unless you come out with $500,000 worth of student loans out of Harvard or Yale because some big company wants to hire you. But the playing field is just so amazing, especially in LifeWise, because it's $26 or $35 and you can go to the top. I mean, show me any company that can do that. There isn't one. I haven't seen one. And if you can show me that company, I'll be glad to look at it myself and say, wow, that's a good company. I'll praise any company that can impress me with that. But I have yet to see any company where you don't have to jump through hoops and do 18 different things just to get to bronze, silver, or gold, never mind diamond or black diamond. So
We still have the grace period too right now, don't
yeah,
we?
the grace
Okay, guys,
period,
this
yeah,
is
the grace
huge.
period ends.
This is really, really big, you guys, you know,
Friday.
the grace period ends on Friday. So if you've not had the opportunity to join, our lead program, which of course, remember, opens up levels 8 through 16. If you've not had an opportunity to do that, I really, really, really want you to consider it. And you have till the Friday to
night.
do that. And, you know, honestly, we don't know at all if we'll open that up again, but we did want to give some people opportunity that did not do it within the first 28 days.
And same with the sampler bonus. Silver sampler, same thing. You got till, if you have not on it and you're way past your 28 days, you've got till Friday to listen. You can click on, put it on your Y-ship and have it set up where it goes out 28 days from then. You don't have to pay for it that day. Just as long as you're on it by the 30th, you're good. Okay. Yeah. So those are pools that I don't want to leave out. And I know some people say, well, I've got to invest a couple $100 a month. And I get it. Things are tight. But if it's not your time, then don't do it. We never push it on anybody. Will we have another grace period? Possibly next year.
But we don't know.
Definitely not this year. So if you do hit bronze, you do hit silver this year, it would have paid for itself easily. I'm just telling you that it would have paid for itself easily. So that's a discussion you have to have with your significant other, your wife, your brother, your cousin, whoever, or pray over it. You know, pray if that's something that you think you should be doing at this time, balancing your budget. So.
And again, like always, you know what, it's Y-ship is not mandatory, but for ourselves, we are on Y-ship because life gets busy and gets crazy and we may forget, and we don't ever want to forget because we've had people that actually have forgotten, and there's really not too much that we could do from the corporate side for that. So you've got, again, the grace period coming up, and then what else, hon?
Well, the last thing I'll tell you about who's going to North Carolina, if you haven't gotten any, I know some people have made their own, but you're going to see some amazing branded stuff at the tables there. We've got just some incredible coffee mugs and Stanleys and shaker bottles, but 5 or 6 different hats and golf shirts and a lot of different shirts. The Hope Broker long sleeves, the Hope Broker short sleeves, front and back, LifeWise, trees, and all the different colors. People bought a ton of it. And guys, we don't do it for profit. Do we make a little bit to cover the cost and the expense?
In shipping.
Absolutely. In shipping. We're not in the swag business that a lot of these companies
Yeah.
charge insane amount of money, $60 for a polo or whatever. We're not in that. I mean, these shaker bottles are $10. I can't tell you how nice it is to have LifeWise on it, but it's just a great bottle to have your drink every day. The Stanleys sold out in Utah. We had to order more for Kansas City. Then I just had to order more for North Carolina because people are paying $45 for a Stanley. It says Stanley on it. Ours is gorgeous. It says LifeWise on it. I think people ask more about what LifeWise is, and they know what Stanley is. It's just a fad that people go crazy over stuff like that. And I get it because I was around when the Beanie Baby craze went on, and I was around all that stuff. And it's crazy. People will line up in McDonald's for hours to get Beanie Babies. You're going to love the swag. And it's all priced. I mean, when I say fairly, it's really, really nice. So again, that's another thing that I'll tell you. We're going to open the doors at 9 o'clock, not 10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. This
in
is
North Carolina. We've added an extra 2 hours to the event because of the additional speakers and because this is going to be the biggest one of all. So you'll be able to get in the room at 9, get all the swag out of the way. And at 10 o'clock, we're going to start. Of course, there'll be a lunch period. And then instead of 6, we're going to carry it to 7 o'clock on Saturday. If some people have to catch planes, we understand. Every event we've had, somebody's had to leave at 5 to catch a plane. It's no big
Are
deal.
we doing the church service Wednesday?
I don't know that yet.
Okay,
I can't-
sorry.
Yeah. And I'll give you a little hint. There's going to be another big announcement for another big event. Okay. And it's going to be exclusively said at North Carolina. Okay. And that's it. That's all I'm going to tell you. You're going to have an opportunity at North Carolina to really hear what this event's going to be. And then it'll be open to everybody else after. But the North Carolina event is a little more special. You're going to have a chance to do something that nobody else is going to be able to do on the spot. So that's going to be an incredible, incredible event. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna muzzle him. Does anybody have any questions? Go ahead, Julie.
Can you at least give me a date so I don't book another vacation?
Can't do. Sorry, Julie.
I can give you the date.
Tracy, you're gonna have to text me as soon as you hear it.
The date's fine.
No.
Fine.
No.
Okay, she said
No.
no.
James, no, correct? Show us your collection. Yep, no. James said no. Thank you, James.
James, you're gonna kill me tonight.
Nope.
All right, we are gonna have it clarified. I know the dates, and I'm negotiating with a bunch of different things. A week from Saturday, you'll know the dates. So
Okay.
just don't
And-
plan any vacations. It's gonna in January. We know it's in January. I just can't give you the dates.
Just stop.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, I just want to say what I love about LifeWise is that even you're never alone with this. It's like you always have someone you can lean on to get information and help to build your team. You're never doing this by yourself. That's what I love about it. It's like you're one big family.
You're 100% right.
Yep.
John, you hit it on the nose. Absolutely.
Any other questions, you guys?
Anything come to mind or concerns or anything we should help you guys with?
You guys mentioned the packaging's not lined up for 6/8 for the new product. Are we gonna be able to pre-order it?
Yeah, we're determining that probably this upcoming week, because once we know it's in packaging, that means it's only a week or so out. We will pre-sell it because we know it's completed. If it's not being packaged yet, we don't want to do that to anybody, because then we're going to pre-sell it and then you could be 2 or 3 weeks out getting it. And we just don't want to do that to people. So if we know for a fact, if Tracy says it is being packaged on Thursday and it will start being shipped to LifeWise and Hardy on Friday and Saturday and Sunday and Monday, we will pre-sell it that weekend. If not, we will not pre-sell it.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to monopolize the questions.
That's all good.
No, it's
Like,
good.
When are we at,
Listen, everybody wants,
When-
we've been getting that all day, so.
Go ahead.
when are we out of the 1,000 packages of the multi-flavors? Is there another flavor coming? And when can we ask for specific flavors?
No, the 5 flavors are it for right now. So when the big order hits in the next 4 or 5 weeks, you'll be able to, custom do your order. So you'll be able to, if you want all 60 berry blast or all 60 kiwi strawberry, you can do that. Or you can do 10, 10, 10 or whatever you want. So it'll be a custom order when you do your next lift order at that time. We will be sold out of lift by tomorrow, just so you guys know. It's no hidden secret. It's been out there for a couple days. We are down to the nitty gritty on lift.
And that's, with the first order, like we had explained to you guys, because our hearts were, let's see what everyone's favorite flavors are. We knew that we were going to have that short run at the beginning. And so
turned
here we
out
are.
Everybody likes every
Everybody
flavor.
loves
So-
every flavor.
So that day in Utah, that Saturday, that order was placed
Yep.
because we found out.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was our test run, you guys.
Yeah.
And so it went absolutely insane,
Right.
absolutely incredible. So we're so thankful
So
for
I would-
all of you.
I would suggest if you haven't gotten lift or you're running out of lift and you want it, you might want to order it by tomorrow or Friday, because I don't think it'll last. It's so minimal, I don't think it'll last by the weekend.
Somebody had asked, how does Lyft taste? Guys, it actually,
Depends what flavor.
it surpassed, all of them are good, but it sounds like funny, but it's true. I think everyone here can go ahead and attest to it as well. The tastes surpassed anything that I ever thought they could be. They're absolutely incredible. And remember, it's a 16-ounce bottle that it goes in, not 8-ounce.
And this is 20.
And this is,
And
yeah,
I do 20 full of ice and it's still unbelievable.
yeah.
But the hydration is incredible. It is so refreshing. I'm sure everybody on here that's drinking it or drinking it now. Yeah. And you drink it so fast because everybody's got it. It is so refreshing. It's incredible.
Hey guys, I gotta tell you, if you don't see the chat, I absolutely love this. James just said, my son sells them at school, 1 for $2 and 3 for $5. He's brilliant, James.
Yeah.
I love that. That is awesome. So there you guys go. If you have anybody, any kids, any high school kids that are in sports, go ahead and do what James' son's doing right now. That's absolutely incredible. But the taste, I really have to tell you, it's amazing. It
Yeah.
truly is. And so other thing I want to remind you guys as well, because we're talking about Lyft, our product, you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel. James and Kennedy get the videos up there and they're amazing. So you will see some of the recap of the Missouri event, and those are so easy to share. So Tracy has some of the shorter videos on the products on that. And then all you do underneath it is click on share, copy link, and you can text those out.
So John went from drinking 2 monsters a day straight over to lift. I've heard that and it's insane. Rob was 4 or 5 energy drinks a day in Monster, and now he's doing 5 of these a day. I
And
love
look at-
Deborah just said,
Yeah.
I use it in my 40 ounce and often dilute it down farther. It still tastes great. She's absolutely right. Yeah, she's absolutely right. You can dilute it down.
Yeah.
The other day I by mistake put 2, I think I did grape and kiwi strawberry. By mistake, I put it in the same shaker. I was making 1 for her and 1 for me and put it in the same shaker. And then I diluted the second bottle with all water and shared it. And it was still incredible.
Yeah.
And yes, it was like a cocktail mix. So like Tracy said last night, you can mix these. Nobody's going to die from these. This is an energy drink that is so healthy. So if you want to mix kiwi strawberry with citrus orange, you want to mix berry blast with peach mango, you can mix all these and make different flavors if you want.
And listen, guys, I even poured it over club soda and had lime, and it was like a mocktail. It was absolutely incredible.
And you can make popsicles. You can
You can
put it in an ice tray and make popsicles. So it's
Yeah.
it's
Over ice cream, the
Yeah.
orange over ice cream.
yeah.
My
Yeah.
son told me that. I'm like, now you made it not good.
Yeah. So that being said, whoever had asked about what does Lyft taste like, I hope that helped because it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we've never had anybody want to return it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So it's an amazing product. So anyway, with that being said, you got to get registered also. If you're not registered for North Carolina, please register through your back office or call corporate, they'll register. So that way you're in the drawings because we're
Yep.
giving away $1,000 worth of product and swag. If you're not registered, you don't get a ticket at the door. So
And register your guests.
you got to register your guest if they want to be in the drawing. So these are things you definitely want to do. If you're a walk-up and you pay your $20 because you're a partner, you're not registered for all that swag. So, and the reason we did that is to get a count for the room. Now it's getting to a point where we have plenty of partners and we're not sure how many guests are going to walk in because people are bringing guests and they haven't registered their guests. So if you want your guests to be part of the giveaways, register
Yep.
them. And it doesn't cost them anything to get in.
Nope.
You just register them at corporate and say they're my guest.
And then again, if you are planning on attending the meet and greet, the cutoff for that, we had to
Saturday.
give the restaurant account. So the cutoff for that is Saturday. And that information is also on our Hope Brokers Facebook page with the telephone number to contact Christy Rogers to
The
let
North
her know if
Carolina
you're,
page.
yeah, on the North Carolina
Chat.
Regional
Chat.
chat.
Yeah, so that's all.
Are we gonna do an event like this in Florida? We,
Who said that?
we don't know at all. I'm not letting him speak. Oh, look at you, James.
Possibly could happen, huh? Really, James? Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything, but I can just tell you I like Mickey Mouse.
In January, right? Right, in January.
Okay, on
No,
that
I didn't
note,
say anything.
on that note, we are exactly, James. We're always looking for incredible places in this wonderful United States. So
And what would be
stay
better to
tuned.
come to Orlando in January when everybody else is freezing, right? Except
we
maybe
don't
not
know.
California.
We don't know.
But
that.
anyway, we're
working on things.
nothing's in concrete. So that'll be announced for sure in North Carolina.
But no matter what, guys, really, if you are within a few hours of North Carolina, we would love to see each and every one of you, give you a hug and just, you know.
Listen, we had a woman drive to Kansas City. What was it, 8 hours, 9 hours with a newborn
Yeah,
and her son. The three of them drove all the way because she knew it was that important to get there to meet everybody. And now she's met Sylvia in person. You've seen the post. I'm sure you've all seen her post. She's on fire now because of that. I always tell people, if you're within 8 hours of driving, you need to be there. I mean, if you're in Boston, you're in New York, New Jersey, we have a lot of people up there now that are doing this business. If you're in Florida, if you're in Mississippi, it's not, listen, we drive to our home in North Carolina, it's 11 hours. I do it in one day, it's no big deal. This is a life-changing event if you want to be part of something that's a movement. This is a movement.
yes.
And it's a movement through God. And I know we've had people complain about talking
Jim.
about God.
Hi,
We
Jim.
are a faith-based company. Everybody knows it. We are not a church. We separate the business from the church, but we are not gonna brag upon God because guess what? We're all here to serve people, and that's what we do. But we've had some people get their feathers ruffled because they don't want to come to a church on an event. It's not a church event. It will never be a church event. But we will pray to start the event, and then we will do the business just like any other corporate event. The difference is this world has gone crazy. They don't want to salute the flag anymore, and they don't want to pray. We're going to be the company that salutes the flag and prays because that's a much better business model than trying to find a way to do business without him, helping us. So Papa's always there behind us.
Yep.
So we just look forward to having everybody there, and our faith will never change, but our business will always be a business. Remember that. It's always a business. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think we've covered a lot.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yes.
And of course, you know
You're
that
right,
you can-
Ginger. Without God, there is no leader. You're 100% right. So we got
And-
Wiser Wednesday coming up in 15 minutes.
Yep, and you guys can reach out to us. We're
Yeah.
here for you. Truly, truly. We want to see everybody on that cruise ship head to the Bahamas and enjoy some time with together, and that you can even really get to know us even more.
Yeah.
So John and Valerie, why don't you close us out?
So yeah, we're gonna be excited to see everybody in North Carolina, and yeah, it's gonna be great fun. So
That's
North
awesome.
Carolina, and then the cruise after.
right,
All right, let's get to gold. Everybody get on that cruise.
The
Yeah.
cruise will be here like this. It'll be amazing. Yeah, it'll be quick. So
And remember, Valerie and John, they're going to be doing this. Their goal for June for their team and everyone on those people's team is to get as many people to gold. So
Yep.
reach out to Valerie and have some accountability, guys, with one another, and let's get you there.
let's get you.
yeah, we're always here. So anybody ever needs any help, we're always
That's
here to help.
That's what it's
Awesome,
about.
awesome.
That's what it's
Thank
about.
y'all.
All right. So tonight you got Wiser Wednesday, and then tomorrow night I'll be flipping the chart live again on Thursday night. So just try to get as many people as you can to see it, because in the last 2 weeks we've had over 3,000 people watch that, and a lot of people have reached out and said that's the reason I'm moving up the ranks, is because I'm finally understanding it, watching it week in and week out, or watching it a couple times to really grasp it. So we love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night, and we can't wait to see you guys all in North Carolina. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, make sure you guys get on Wiser Wednesday 9 o'clock tonight.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Thanks. Have a great one.
Bye.